And these are the things that like you will not realize unless you're like me and a nerd and want to sit down and go through all of this and listen to it obsessively on a technical level. This song does not get enough credit for all of the cool things happening in the production, both with the vocals and with the instrumentation. So we're going to get to the bottom of it in this video. There's even a blues influence in this song, and we're going to start off with what I mean by that. It's hard to think of this song and then think of blues, but let's take a look at what's going on. So you listen to that bass line, right? Okay, before we jump right into anything with the vocals, what it's doing is it's playing chromatically from B to C sharp. So just up on the screen, it's B, C, B, C, C sharp, and then it just does that over and over. And so now if we're thinking in the context of a musician, right, that has to be justified in some way. So there's only one key or one scale that incorporates that kind of chromatic movement, and it's a blues scale. So if we're going along with the logic of what would have this kind of chromatic movement up to C sharp, it's actually an F sharp blues scale going from the 4 flat 5 5 of the scale degree. That's a bit heady for the non-music nerds, but it's a really cool, interesting point. And it's just doing a little piece of the F sharp blues scale over and over in the song.
I said certified free, 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy, make that pull out game weak. Yeah.
And of course, you're going to find this as a repeating theme is the kind of throwing out of effects on specific lines. So you have really dry.
Wet ass pussy, make that pull out game weak.
And you can hear, it sounds like a little dashing of reverb and then a ping-ponging delay in the corner. Like
pull
kind
out
of
game
weak. Wait, back and forth, which is a very common thing to kind of just accent a specific word in a phrase. And then we have the Meg Ad-lib. That's like her signature ad-lib.
Yeah.
So it's kind of introducing her into the track.
Yeah, you fucking with some wet
her name's on it, but you know.
Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy. Give me everything you got for this wet ass pussy.
Now, interestingly, this is, of course, our hook. Bring up in a mop for this wet ass. I mean, I guess I should be cursing because it's in the track and it's going to be demonetized, but it just doesn't feel right for me to be talking about my moist genitals.
Moist.
It just doesn't feel as authentic to me, you know? So, but what's really cool, you know, we kind of get this like down-tempo, darker version of the hook. And every single time the hook comes back around, it's in a different form. And this is a really common theme that we've seen even with the Savage remix where we get away with 5 choruses, is because every single time it comes back around to that hook, it's different and unique. So there's that reverb again, that delay.
Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top.
So, and then again, I'm going to stop every 2 bars. We're going to talk about something.
Ass pussy. Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard.
You can hear very small here and in here. We have some doubles, some very nuanced layering. You might need to turn it up if you're on headphones.
Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard.
You can hear just a little out of tune so you can hear them.
Hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top.
And so that, again, just call and response with the layering. So we already had the bass come down an octave there.
Wet ass pussy. Beat it up, nigga, catch a charge.
But then we're adding
extra large and extra hard. Put this
a couple percussive layers.
Nigga, catch a charge. Extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top.
And then there's a couple.
Like a credit card. Hop on top. I wanna ride. I do a kegel. What is inside? Spit in my mouth.
So just a couple interesting percussive things that come in there.
I do a kegel. What is inside? Spit in my mouth. Look in my eyes. This pussy is wet. Come take a dive. Tie me up.
So what's interesting, I'm going to kind of just really over-analyzing probably, but these are the things that I pay attention to with cadence, phrasing, rhyme scheme, and what things you might accentuate.
I wanna ride. I do a
ride.
I wanna ride. I do a kegel. What is
inside? And then so you get those 2 rhymes with the delay.
Look at my eyes.
No delay.
Come take a dive. Tie me up.
And it's cool because a lot of times it's about like setting up the expectation and then pulling that expectation away. And you know, as much as you may just pass this song off as a sexual like like a sexual song and dismiss the production elements from that. These are things that I pay attention to where I'm like, okay, we have this kind of...
I do a giggle, what is inside? Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes, this pussy is wet.
Okay.
Come take a dive.
And then
me up,
it feels
I'm
like it comes back
surprised.
home right there when we get it on the dive line,
Wet, come
along
take
with
a
the water.
dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. That's role play. I wear disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage.
And I thought this was always like a great little rhythmic lesson almost on on changing literally the rhythm of the lines and of what she's rapping about to then wrap up your phrase. So she's at the end of these
like I'm surprised. That's role play.
kind of
I wear
first verse
disguise.
section.
I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage.
So this is the first time we're hearing this rhythmic cadence in the track. It kind of finishes these 8 bars up really nicely with removing what's familiar, and then we kind of end right on the downbeats again. So, park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Like, so that is just, again, a clever cadence that comes up in the moment.
I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream.
So then it sets up then the entrance for the next line, and we feel the finality when we hit that downbeat.
Right in this little garage. Make it cream, make me scream. I don't public, make a scene. I don't cook.
And I didn't even realize this till right now, but notice that we're losing the downbeat for the moment here.
Park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream,
And
make
then
me scream.
everything is
I don't
right.
Public, make a scene.
The accents are
I
right
don't
here.
Cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. Gobble me,
So that entire phrase is poo, 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 like right here is the accent, da 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 da. Which again, I'm thinking about interesting cadence, interesting rhythm, interesting, not having it, then having it, and I think that we get that here really well.
cream, make me scream. I don't public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't
And of course, you can hear little delays
cream,
here.
Make me scream. I don't public, make a scene. I don't cook, I don't clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring. Gobble me,
You
swallow
can
me.
hear a few doubles coming
I
in
don't
here.
clean, but let me tell you, I got this ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them.
And it's really interesting because then Meg comes in hot. She wastes
I
no
got
time
this
here.
ring.
Gobble me, swallow me, drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on
So,
them before I have a
we've
nigga
picked
running me.
up
Talk your shit, bite your lip.
cadence
Ask
a
for
lot
call while
with
you
what
ride
she's
that dick.
starting
While you
with
ride-
here.
Put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride.
And I think her, something that she's really, I almost consider almost over the top, but I think that over the top ad-lib quantity is part of her sound, as you can hear it just
Follow me,
constant.
drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them.
So we have,
Follow me,
the-
drip down inside of me. Quick jump out for you, let it get inside of me. I tell them where to put it, never tell them where I'm about to be. I run down on them before I have a nigga running me. Talk your shit, bite your.
And then we get the
On
little
them before I
pop
have
pop.
a nigga running me. Talk your shit, bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride that dick. You really ain't never got him fucking for a
And then even right here.
Bite your lip. Ask for a call while you ride that dick. You really ain't never got him
So
fucking
you
for a
get
thing.
like
He
the
already made his
specific
mind
lines
up.
that she wants to highlight with every kind of ending of the phrase.
Never got him fucking for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots, hang your coat.
It almost seems like this breathy, like she creates rhythm with these ad-libs, which is really
Never got him
cool.
fucking for a thing. He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots, hang your coat.
And it almost seems like they're just like that. It's like chopping up breaths, which is interesting. Like
Made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots, hang your coat. For this.
I like it. It's just a really cool way, and you have all these wide things happening, and then it centers as we get into her hook here, which is the second time that we're hearing this hook.
Made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots, hang your coat. For this wet ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy. Paid my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass pussy. Now make it rain if you wanna see some wet ass pussy.
Look, I need a heart.
So a lot happening there, and then there's part of me that's also like, I even pay attention to the way that she chooses the ad-libs.
Wet ass pussy. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass pussy. Now make it rain if you
Like using the lyrics to inform some of the ad-libs that she does, instead of just straight up like,
wet ass pussy. Pay my tuition just to kiss me on
kiss
this
it.
wet.
Like she could say like all kinds of things, like kiss it, like, or I don't know, different ways to kind of express and echo what she just said lyrically, but doing the chef's kiss, but like the cool version of what I do, which is chef's keys.
Wet ass.
Meg, if you need me to do that though, I'm super down. Just shoot me a DM. I know you're gonna see this, obviously.
Wet ass pussy. Pay Pay my tuition just to kiss me on this wet ass pussy.
So again, unique lyrics.
Wanna see some wet ass.
Unique lyrics, different delivery, obviously. I mean, it's a different artist on this hook. It's twice as long as our first hook, and it couldn't be more different than what we heard the first time with our...
Bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy.
And it's the only similar part, of course, is the
wet ass pussy.
That's it. Just that rhythm is what ties it together. We deviate, we come back, deviate, come back to WAP, deviate, come back to WAP. And it's a clever way to do a hook where the hook isn't even specifically... It's nothing more that sounds diminishing, but it's actually like impressive that the one thing that ties it together is rhythm, and 3 words is all that ties these hooks together. And you feel it when you arrive at it. Like, there's no doubt in my mind.
He already made his mind up before he came. Now get your boots, hang your coat for this wet ass pussy. He bought a phone just for pictures of this wet ass pussy.
I just love the idea that somebody is purchasing a phone specifically for pictures of her genitals. That's like, I just laugh so much at this track. I think it's so well written and cleverly written.
Wet ass pussy.
Look, I need a hard hit, I need a deep stroke, I need a Henny drink, I need a weed smoke, not a garden snake, I need a king cobra with a hook in it, hope it lean over. He got some money, then that's where I'm headed. Pussy.
So this entire part, I'm actually going to replay, and I want you to pay attention to Cardi is ahead of the beat, and it seems intentionally so. I mean, I guess we won't know, because obviously it's the kind of thing where you could edit it back. You could say, oh, she was ahead of the beat, I'm going to come in here, you know, and like move it and put her on the beat instead of ahead.
Wet ass pussy.
Look, I need a hard hit, I need a deep stroke, I need a Henny drink, I need a weed smoke, not a garden snake, I need a king.
Like, you can even see right here. There's the gut, and then you can see the downbeat with the drum is here. And you can see that she's a little ahead, and you can feel that in her delivery.
I need a weed smoke, not a garden snake. I need a king cobra with a hook in it. Hope it lean over. He got some money, then that's where I'm headed. Pussy A1, just like his credit.
And this whole verse, she still stays a little ahead.
Pussy A1, just like his credit. He got a beard, well, I'm tryna wet it. I let him taste it, now he diabetic. I don't wanna spit, I wanna go beer, well, I'm tryna wet it. I let him taste it, beer, well, I'm tryna wet it.
It's interesting, I can hear doubles there, and I didn't even hear them before right now.
He got a beard, well, I'm tryna wet it.
I'm trying to wet it. Like, it's intentionally out of tune and intentionally kind of like low and like almost monotone, because she's going so intensely like in this verse that the words around her, the people around her are kind of, you know, I'm trying to wet it. Like, they're not going super hard, so it's not conflicting, or it's not stepping on her energy at all.
Beer, well, I'm trying to wet it. I let him taste it, now he diabetic. I don't want to spit, I want to go, I want to gag.
And then, of course, one of the
I want
famous
you to touch that
TikTok
little
line
dangly
bits.
thing that's swinging the back of my throat. My head.
And then again, we have an interesting similarity between there and...
Park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage.
And then...
Touch that little dangly thing that's swinging the back of my throat. My head.
So it's similar, not the same, but very similar. Touch that little dangly thing that da-da-da. That little thing, it's the only 2 times that appears in this song is in those moments. And these are the things that, like, you will not realize unless you're like me and a nerd and want to sit down and go through all of this and listen to it obsessively on a technical level. And again, it's the fact that they're sitting down and dissecting the cadence and the rhythm, and not just saying like, oh, pick a bunch of random lines about like sex, like, and all this stuff. It's not that at all. There's clever, intentional movement over everything that's going on here. And I think this song gets dismissed as like just a bangaroonie, and I think it's a really important song for a lot of reasons, and I'm really glad that it's been as controversial as it has been in a lot of circles. But it's even more than just the lyrical content itself and who these 2 women are and what they represent in a lot of ways. There's intention and a lot of decisions being made to make sure that every cadence has a purpose, every rhythmic change, every layer has its own space. So it's not just, here, talk about this for 8 bars, and then, okay, cool, what do you, oh yeah, that works. It's like, no, this is very intentional.
Yeah, I want to choke, I want you to touch that little dangly thing that's swinging the back of my throat. My head is fire, punani the sunny.
A similar,
my head is fire.
Again, similar re-entrance. My head, but da-da-da-da-da.
My throat, my head is fire.
If you wanna see some wet ass pussy.
Look, I need a heart.
Look under the heart. And it very similar. It's actually 4 8th note triplets instead of 4 16th notes, but she kind of has that over the bar lead in pretty consistently.
My head is fire, punani the sunny is going and drying, it's coming outside, yeah.
I can't get over that line. It's going and drying and coming out soggy. I've never heard somebody use the word soggy in a way that wasn't talking about my burger that I made. So, you know, like, what? Yeah, so what?
Brian is coming outside, yeah. I run on that Dana, the cuz behind me. I spit on his mic and I heat trying to sign me.
Your Honor, I'm a freak bitch, handcuffs, leash.
Yeah,
Your Honor, I'm a freak bitch, handcuffs.
Again, lead in.
Your Honor, I'm a freak bitch, handcuffs, leashes. Switch my wig.
And one thing that, again, I didn't even realize till I'm filming this right now.
Trying to sign me.
Your Honor, I'm a freak bitch, handcuffs, leashes.
Trying to sign me.
Your Honor, I'm a freak bitch, handcuffs, leashes. Switch my wig, make him feel like he cheating. Put him on his knees, give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beat. In the food chain, I'm the one that
Again, that really
wig, make him
calm.
feel like he cheating. Put him on his knees, give him something to believe in. Never lost a fight, but I'm looking for a beat. In the food chain, I'm the one that eat you. If he ate my ass, he's a bottom feeder. Big D stand for big.
That's also just another hilarious line, and I love
Ate
it.
my ass, he's a bottom feeder. Big D stand for big demeanor. I can make you bust before I ever meet you. If it don't hang, then he can't bang.
And again, same thing. They're like letting them come above the beat on the track, and it creates a really aggressive energy instead of what's Bodak Yellow, which is Cardi B's song. Everything is precisely on the grid, and it's a great song, and I think that worked for that track. But there's a certain aggression that comes with letting them like be way over the bar, and I really like how intense it feels, and it doesn't feel like they're off. It just feels like they're in your face, and that aggression, that over the bar line ahead of the bar, contributes to kind of that in your face energy, as opposed to it being so locked in. That's at least how I feel when I listen
D
to
stand
it.
for big demeanor. I can make you bust before I ever meet you. If it don't hang, then he can't bang. You can't hurt my feelings, but I like pain. If he fuck me and ask who's is it when I ride the dick, I'ma spell my name.
And then again, you're gonna be like, John, you're way overthinking this. But no, I'm not thinking. I'm not overthinking. There we go. It's actually hard to think about whether I'm overthinking or not. But that being said, the entire song, we don't have any points where she's echoing an entire line, not echoing, where she's doubling an entire line in its entirety.
But I like pain.
So-
If he fuck me and ask who's is it when I ride the dick, I'ma spell my name.
So on the whole, when I ride the dick, I'm gonna spell my name. Like that whole thing, there's no variation. There's no extra ad-lib that's different than that line. It gives this line like it gives it a finality where you say the verse is ending. I don't even need to hear the downbeat. If I just heard this verse, I'd be like, okay, yeah, they're going to something different now. And it's just this very
Ask who's is it when I ride the dick, I'ma spell my name.
because usually when she does the sound, which I can't even believe that I just did that, and that's going to be on the internet forever now. A lot of times that's as an ad-lib, or it might be like when she's coming up in the song, which happened earlier. But to have the like main meg and then side megs all doing the same I'm not cool enough to do that. But it comes across as in a really cool way.
When I ride the dick, I'ma spell my name.
And you can feel that finality because everything came together.
You with some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet ass pussy.
And then again, now we're back to the top, right? This is our third hook.
Yeah, you fucking with some wet ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop.
Same
for
lyrics.
This wet ass pussy. Give me everything you got for this wet ass pussy. Not from the top.
Same thing.
Got for this wet ass pussy. Not from the top. Make it drop. That's some wet ass pussy. Now get a bucket and a mop. That's some wet ass pussy.
Now, before we get to the wop, 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 again, you're going to hear the difference in what just
Not
happened.
from the top. Make it drop. That's some wet ass pussy.
Now, this is, again, the track comes up, the energy comes up. She's probably...
Not from the top. Make it drop. That's some wet ass pussy. Now get a bucket and a mop.
It sounds like 3 layers,
Not from the top. Make it drop. That's some
but
wet
they're
ass
loosely
pussy.
out of
Now
pitch
get
with each other. So you can
Now
hear,
from
like,
the top,
it doesn't
make it
sound
drop.
like
That's some
an
wet
Ariana
ass
Grande or
pussy.
Demi
Now get a
Lovato
bucket and a
3
mop.
vocal layer
That's some
thing.
wet ass pussy. I'm
Like, you...
ass.
She's pretty off. And again, I think that's intentional because, you could easily tune that, but they kept it kind of grinding. I think, again, it speaks to like the not disjointedness, to the aggression, to the rawness. It's not too polished. It is very polished, but they choose selectively when to be rough around the edges, production-wise. And, it makes this chorus special, right? Because we've heard the bucket and the mop line several times, but never kind of in this specific way.
Bucket and a mop. That's some wet ass pussy. I'm talking wop, wop, wop. That's some wet ass pussy. Macaroni in a pot. That's some wet ass pussy. Huh.
Holy crap, I've never heard somebody say a P so hard in their dang life.
Macaroni in a pot. That's some wet ass pussy.
It really goes crazy, and then the delay comes up there.
Wop, 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 that's some wet ass
And that's the only
pussy.
time they say WAP too. So again, it's like we're at the end of the song, and there's special stuff happening the entire track. Yeah, so it's like even on chorus 3, there's different lyrical content, there's different rhythm, there's different production, there's different layering, actually completely different than everything we've seen beforehand, which is a really kind of cool thing to pay attention to and not just think about just the lyrics and the rhythm, but the nuance around it that really propels it forward. And then if you really pay attention, it's the only time in the song where the whores in the house line goes up an octave and is layered in. So even again in the outro, what's the one thing where it hits our ear and we like, you may not even notice it. I didn't even notice it the first 40 times I listened, but you listen, you go, oh, yeah, that's cool. That's actually really sick. And a little something that makes the outro interesting and a little something that pushes the momentum forward that we didn't hear in the first 3 minutes of this song. And that just makes it sound like an intentional outro with something to offer instead of just, all right, let's throw the beat out for 8 bars and then fade it out on the second half. If you made it to the end of the video, I want you to comment your favorite lyric line from this song, and it'll be interesting to see which ones pop up the most. I'll even comment my own as well. And I'm just so glad that you decided to spend this time with me today. If you made it, again, even to this point, we have other videos like this that are popping up on the screen now if you haven't seen them yet. A whole playlist of songs that I did vocal dissections of, and then whatever YouTube thinks is going to be best for you to watch next. I'm sure you subscribed and liked the video and have your bell on because I love hanging out with you every single Thursday. This is super cool, and I absolutely love doing this. So thank you again for spending your time here with me. Get out there, work hard, and remember that kindness wins.